Hello friend, Jim here with JB's Big Adventure coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to spot rental fraud. Now, just like anywhere else, including even into the States, this takes place. The challenge is folks that are moving down that are expats, it's easier to be taken because in fact, we're moving to a new country. The majority of us don't speak the language fluently. And so there's things that happen here that are going to be a little bit more difficult to really spot, I guess, and recognize. So I want to let you know what those rental frauds are and how to spot them. And then what I'll be doing in some videos that are going to be following is I'm going to be talking about how to find a great rental here at Lake Chapala. Quite a few different things. I'll be talking about rentals because by far, in the high season, which is from about November until April, high season, we've got in excess of about 60,000 expats here at Lake Chapala. And the low season, which starts usually like in April, moving forward to November, there's probably somewhere between 35,000 expats here. And here's what's more prevalent. There's a lot more need for rentals than there are for home sales. Yes, home sales are always going to be selling. In fact, the market right here is really hot right now. So when a house is listed for sale, it doesn't stay for sale very long. It gets bought. When a rental comes up for rent, it doesn't stay long. It actually gets rented out right away. And there's frauds that can come along with that. But what I want to share with you is, because I've had the experience of someone that, is part of our channel that came down here looking for a place and got taken. And so what I'm really wanting to do is make sure that you're able to recognize those. If in fact you're looking at moving here and maybe you're coming down by yourself and don't really have anybody to work with yet, I'm also going to refer some folks to you that you'll be able to know that have actually been vetted that I use. In fact, one of them actually found our rental home for us. And we're blessed, very blessed with where we live, and being able to wake up and, I've dealt with a lot of health issues, and where we're at right now has been really, really good for my health issues. So how to spot rental fraud. Okay, here's the first one. And this is one that ends up taking people probably the most. And that is the landlord isn't legit. In other words, there are going to be people that are going to pose as being landlords. They're going to have a fake lease and will want you to sign it and then hand over money. And they're going to get first and last month rent plus a deposit. So it's like 3 months rent is what they'll be getting. And here's what happens. It ends up being that they, in fact, are not the owners of the property. So you've already given them money, but in fact, they're not ones that own the property. So what happens? You lose out. Now, we're not in the States. Can you fight it legally? Sure. I would imagine that there's some way of doing that, but it's Mexico. It's a totally different way of doing things down here. And you'd have to find that person again. There's just a lot of things that would take place trying to make sure to get something rectified here as you would in the States. It's different here just because of the fact it's a different country. Rules are different, and it's important to know what those are. So here's the second one. A rental unit that isn't actually for rent. Now, it's posted on social media. There will be people that you'll see it on Facebook because what they've done is they're taking a legitimate rental and what they're doing is to make it look like it's their rental. And when in fact, it isn't even for rent. So you're going to be thinking, so the rental is posted on social media, Craigslist, Facebook for rent. But once they get the money and once the lease is done, or signed, I should say, you're stuck holding the bag, finding out that actually it wasn't for rent. I've heard of two situations here with that. Now, here's another thing that I really bring up. To be a rental agent here, to be a realtor, it doesn't take anything except a business card. So you could be getting somebody that doesn't really understand what's going on. They might not be experienced. That's really important. Now, I was in real estate for 10 years in Southern California, and I got to tell you, when I got here, it was really frustrating. I was told right out of the gate that we're over 250 realtors in a 20-mile span between Ocotepeque and Chapala, and all it takes is a business card. So that leaves open the opportunity of fraud, and it's important to be able to recognize that. Now, don't get me wrong. It isn't like it happens here more than it happens anywhere else. It happens everywhere else also. I'm just wanting you to be aware. I was brought even more aware just recently, and that's why I'm wanting to share that with you. Here's another one. A fake rental listing. So the person that actually poses as the landlord actually tricks you into renting their property without the authorization of the owner of that property. So what am I saying? You think you're meeting with the owner of a property that's being shown, whether you see it on a flyer, whether you see it on a corkboard, wherever it may be, Facebook, whatever it may be. It could very well be that that place isn't for rent. And I mean, I guess the best way I can say this to everyone is this. I genuinely care for the people that conscientiously want to come down here and retire. And there's times because we're an older place in life. I mean, we're in our, early 60s, mid 60s and up. And we're vulnerable. But I think it's really important to understand some of these things so, in fact, you don't fall prey to that. So that's why I'm sharing, because, in fact, I've been told I care too much. But I'm wanting to share with you this information that's really is important. Here's another one. And it's sight unseen. So they're going to have you, the fraudster's going to have you. You're living in the States or in Canada or in another country, and you're looking at renting something here. I cannot tell you how many people I speak to on a daily basis that are wanting to come down here. They see that the rental market's really high. They're really concerned about finding something, and it's easy to get taken with that. Now, a couple things with that, and that is this. You've really got to make sure that what you're looking at is legit. Here's something that I help with, and that is I've got individuals that see something online, and they really like it. And I can fully understand how it's easy to really like, because there's other people coming. You're hearing about they're moving down here. You hear about all the nice weather. You hear about the great food. You hear about being at the lake, fresh air, a laid-back atmosphere. And there's a lot of people wanting to come down. So fraudsters, it's a really easy place to really catch people because people are looking for something. But I look at our channels being very upfront, on the table, forthright. I don't benefit from real estate taking place, rentals taking place. I'm not a realtor, but I still care about you. I care about you. I care about you being able to live here legitimately and feel good about the experience. So what I do, people go online and they'll see a listing that they like, and they see pictures, they might see a video. The majority of times, if there's a real estate company or if there's something that's being advertised, chances are it's been filmed with a wide angle lens. Now, a wide angle lens makes everything look bigger. And I've had folks come down here that say, I want to go see this property, and they get there and find out that it's smaller than what they expected. So I offer a service for that. And what I do is that property you're looking at, I'm going to make sure it's legitimately for rent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to speak with the rental agent. I'm going to speak with the realtor. I'm going to make sure that it's something that's real. I go there. I take a video of the inside of the complete house. the backyard, the front yard, up and down the neighborhood. And when I'm able to, I put my drone in the air so you can in fact see what the area surrounding it looks like. Now, there is a fee. I charge $200 a property to do that. What I do is, it takes me about an hour to do all the shooting. You know, once I get the drone in the air, doing all the things I do, hour and a half. And then I get home and it takes about 3 hours to edit it. So what I do is I get back, I edit it, and then I'm sending you the video. And then what we're doing is we're having a conversation on the phone of, you know, things that you might want to questions about, or, you know, which way was the house facing, or does it have a view of the lake? I mean, there's all kinds of questions. So I'm in communication with you. We're talking by phone and letting you know exactly what the property, what my feeling is about the property, and I'm open to all the questions that you might have. So, how to spot rental fraud? It's something that happens everywhere. I just want to make sure that you don't get caught with it here, like there have been some folks it's happened to. So, friend, I sure hope this has been helpful for you to understand what takes place here, but there is a fix, and I care about you, and I offer something that can be of real help to you. If you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's a great community, and you're going to want to be a part of it. It's fast, free, and easy to do in the bottom right-hand corner of the little red box. Tap on it, you're subscribed. You can hit the bell. You'll be immediately notified when the next video comes out. Give us a thumbs up. Lets other people know it's a great video to watch about living here and retiring in Lake Chapala. Also, stop by, say hi, leave a question or a video idea you'd like to see. And I just want you to know again that we really appreciate your support. We appreciate you being a part of our community. You have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next video.